Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in the last video I said we was going to go ahead and begin filling out these voids. Now we actually need to create some more voids that are going to be used along or work with these voids themselves. So let's come to the void use battery and let's just copy and paste that void. And we'll paste it in there, and we're going to change the naming convention. So we'll say add battery to flashlight, and obviously we'll copy that and we'll paste it into the debug log. We'll come to the beginning and we'll make it a public void. So this void will work with the void use battery. And we'll need to do the same for the battery boost. We'll need to create another void that will work along with it. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to fill out this void. And then in the next video we can fill out this one here, use battery. And we'll also be making some changes to our battery pickup script and our flashlight script. So these can work with them, because obviously the flashlight was designed to work originally independent of the inventory, but now we have an inventory system, we'll need to make some updates. So lots to do, so let's get started by filling out the new void add battery to flashlight. And we're going to say if open and close brackets, we'll come inside and we'll say batteries in inventory double equals 0. So let's put that into the comments. We'll say if batteries in inventory equals 0. We'll come below, we'll return, we'll close the line off, and then our usual comment. Then do nothing and return. We'll come below, if open and close brackets, we'll come inside, we'll say return current battery power double equals, and let's put this on another line, and we'll say return maximum battery power. So we're just breaking up that line just so it all fits nicely. So we'll return, we'll close the line off, the same comment, then do nothing and return. And for the if statement, we'll say if return current battery power equals, we'll come to the next line, the return maximum battery power, and we'll come below here. So we've done these sort of if blocks a lot now in this series, so I'm sure you're all aware why these are in place. Basically, if we have no batteries in the inventory, or the flashlight is already at full power, then we can do nothing else, because obviously we don't want to do anything if we have no batteries or our flashlight is fully charged. So with that, now let's come below here, we'll say get component, we'll open and close brackets, and inside we'll say audio source, come to the end, open and close brackets, dot, we want the play one shot, we'll open and close brackets, we'll close the line off, and inside the brackets we'll say use battery audio. And let's just copy and paste that naming convention, and let's come right up to the top and we'll create the variable for it. So let's have a look. I'll put them here for now. So public audio clip. Let's paste that in, close the line off. Into the comments we'll say defines naming convention for the battery audio. Let's come back down now and continue filling out that void. So as you can tell, I'm not explaining everything in great deal when we come to filling out this void, because we've done all of these so many times within this series. I'm sure you all know how they work by now. It's just a case of going over it again for this function. So in the comments we'll say get, let's just say get audio component, the next line, and play battery audio once. And we'll come below here. So if we have activated this function and neither are these if blocks applicable, which means we can put a battery into the flashlight, we play the audio sound for that. We reduce the batteries in inventory by 1 by saying batteries in inventory minus equal 1. I'll put a space in there. We'll close the line off. Into the comments we'll say minus 1 from batteries in inventory. We'll come here. We'll say game object dot find. We'll open and close brackets. Inside the brackets, little speech marks, and let's come here. Did I call this just flashlight? No, we've got spotlight, so we'll just find that spotlight. I thought as much, but I just wanted to check. So find the spotlight dot get component, open and close brackets. The component we want is the flashlight. We'll open and close brackets again. We'll say dot enabled is equal to true. So we're just making sure the flashlight script is enabled. So let's put that into the comments. I'm breaking the line up for commenting again. So we'll say find. And we'll just say find spotlight game object. We'll come to the next line and enable the, we'll just say flashlight script. Okay, we'll come below here. And what we're going to say is flashlight and temp. And we're going to say equals game object, capital G, dot, and we want to find game object with tag. Again, we'll open and close brackets. We'll come inside the little speech marks. We'll say player. And let's come back to the end, dot, get component, and we want component in children. And we're going to open and close brackets. We'll grab the flashlight script again. We'll come to the end. We'll open and close brackets. We'll close the line off. So let's break this up for commenting. I'll enter here and here. Into the comments, we'll just say temp equals for the first line, and for the next line temp equals first find player object, and we'll just say grab the flashlight script. Okay, let's come below here. And then we're going to use that variable of temp. We're going to say dot add battery. We'll open and close brackets. We'll close the line off. And inside the brackets, we'll say battery power amount. Okay, let's come to the comment. So we'll say pass battery power amount into the add battery function. And let's come below here. We're going to say game object dot, and we could just say find. This time we'll open and close brackets. Inside the brackets, speech marks. We want to find the spotlight again. We'll come to the end dot, and we want get component. We'll open and close brackets. We'll say the flashlight. We'll come to the end. We'll open and close brackets dot enabled, and we're going to say equal false, and we'll close the line off. So if you remember, when we come into the inventory, we disabled the scripts on the player. So before we can actually do anything with that script, we need to make sure it's set to true here, and then we reset it back to false before we exit the inventory. And as before, I'm going to enter here, and let's just copy and paste the comments actually. Find spotlight game object, and let's just copy and paste the comment from the other one. We'll paste that in, and we'll say disable the flashlight script, and let's save that off there. So please be aware that it still will not work at the moment. Before it can work, as I said, we need to fill out this function, and we also need to make some changes to the battery pickup and the flashlight script. So please stay tuned for that, because that's exactly where we're going to be continuing in the next video. I just thought for this video it would be helpful to get this void in place first. And obviously, as always, please don't worry if you don't understand how any of this works, although I'm sure you do to some degree at the very least. We'll be going over how things work once we get more of the code in place, and we'll go through how everything ties together. So, as I said, I think we'll leave it here for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.